Think about that for a minute. The miraculous nature of it, right? Something that would not last overnight suddenly would last for generations. Something that would not feed you tomorrow will feed generations after you because of the miraculous way that God works. God was showing again that this was something that every generation after this one would need to know about. Because God's generosity is always generational. It's not just for those who receive it in the moment, but for those who will hear about it for years to come. And you and I, we are all being given manna of some form in our lives. And it's not just for us to eat from it today. It is for us to know God and then for us to make God known far beyond today. So when Israel pointed to that pot of manna in the future, it was always going to tell a story. Right? Forever, they would be able to hold that pot up and say, this is how God fed us in the wilderness. This is how the Lord brought us out of Egypt. This is how the Lord set his name upon us. This is how the Lord established us in the promised land, which would then lead to more promises. And this is how you can know that the Messiah would come. How do you know what will be? Will be because of what he's already done. But we've got to be willing to pass it from generation to generation, which means I can't make it about me. I've got to make it about him so that I can give it to you. Because the manna fed them every morning, but it fed generations far beyond them. And so does our manna. Our manna is not just for our meals, it's for our hearts. It's for the hearts of the generations that will come after us. And it's not enough to tell the story. We've got to show the proof.
Hallelujah.
You hear me?
Yes.
It's not enough to tell the story because they wrote it down. We could tell the story. God said, show them the proof.
Yeah.
And what is the proof? It is the fruit of our lives.
Yes.
It's not just the stories of what he did. It's who I am because of what he did. It's how I've been changed. It's how I've been transformed. It's how I have become like him because he allowed me to see him.
Yes.
And he has desired for me to know him. Guys, the stories are great, but we need a visual. We need some proof. We need some fruit. Somebody needs to be able to look at our life and say, I see that manna.
Yes.
Because what happens too much is we tell people stories and they walk away going, I don't see that.
Yeah. Right.
We tell people that he's the Prince of Peace. Then why are you so anxious? Right? We tell people about joy unspeakable and yet you look miserable. There's got to be some evidence there. You need a pot of manna that you can carry around with you so that when you tell the story, people can say, I see what you're talking about. I see the truth of what you say God's done in your life. Again, I'm going to say it one more time. Our manna is not just for our meals. It's for our hearts, and it's for the hearts of the generations that will come after. While you're turning there, just a little bit of a commercial. I shared it a couple weeks ago, and we missed last week, so we weren't able to be here. But our friend Jeff Rice at Whole Armor and Ephesians 6:12 store in Burlington has helped us with making these sweatshirts. So we just kind of community building for us. So you saw Melissa wearing the We sweatshirt tonight. I'm wearing the Acts 2:42, God's Word, God's people, God's presence. So there are sweatshirts out there if you're interested. The proceeds are just going to go to the building fund. They're $25 each. Jeff worked with us on the price and is being extremely generous to us. So if you want one, we just got a few to see how people like them. If you don't get one and you do want one, let us know. We're going to be doing some more as the weeks and the months go. And for those that don't want sweatshirts, we'll do t-shirts and things as it gets cooler. But just another opportunity for us to build community, another opportunity for us to share not just who we are, but who God is, and what God's done in our lives.